Hey, what's happening, brethren? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by the Phoenix House of Sexual Assault and Domestic Violence Rescue Center. It's started by my good friend Ann Neveready and a couple of her co-workers. It's one of the episodes that I fucking lost. You'll hear me talk about it later in the episode when I was talking about podcasting issues, but I'm really sorry, Ann. We're going to get you back in and get another podcast going. But basically, they provide medical exam, forensic exams, advocacy, consulting to all sexual and domestic abuse victims free of charge in the Lee County area. So if you or someone you know is affected by domestic or sexual abuse, you can go to 221 East Green Acres or call their 24/7 hotline at 575-942-1911. That's 575-942-1911. And again, folks, like it's in the name. It's free of charge. It's all funded by donations. So if you want to donate, go to their Facebook page and donate. If you want to volunteer, go up there. They'll find something for you to do. Once again, thank you so much, Ann, and to y'all for providing our community with this service. Also, this episode is brought to you by Fernando Montes, one of my good friends. He's been on the podcast numerous times already. So if you want to go support him, if you or someone you need is in need of a haircut, prom is tomorrow, I believe. So if you or someone you know mentions this podcast, The Devin Perception, or Hi Mom and Hi Dad to Fernando, he will take $5 off your haircut. And to book your appointment, go to nandothebarber1.booksy.com. That's nandothebarber1.booksy.com. Also, a friend, Ray Cierna. Same thing, barber, mad talented. Go check him out, and you can find his stuff at raycerna.x. That's his Insta, or raythebarber.booksy.com. That's raythebarber.booksy.com. Also, shout out to Gregory Brooks, one of my other good friends, and also the CEO of Growing Love. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is a growing LLC. I'm really proud of him. He made it into a whole business. He made me like an executive. I'm also part of Growing Love. So if you want to check out any of Greg's stuff or support him, go to his YouTube, Growing Love, or check, and you can find his music, his skits, his dance videos. All his music is on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. His last EP to just come out is Mr. Brooks. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Go download it, check it out. If you like what you see, share it. Share. He would appreciate the love. Also, big shout out to Kamar Swain for making the beats for the podcast. If you or someone is in need of beats, go to his Insta or his YouTube at Martian Powers. Hit him up, get some beats. Man's mad talented. Is that it? Is that all of them? Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, that's it. So, that's fucking it. Let's kick this motherfucker off, guys. Yeah? Enjoy the fucking podcast. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of The Devin Perception with your host, Devin. How have y'all been? I hope you've been good. Hope you had a good week. Hope everything in life is happening for you, everything that you want to happen. And if you happen to be on, let's say, a downward spiral, a negative slope, I guess, just hang in there. It'll all get better, you know what I'm saying? Everything, it's like I like to think of it like a dolphin, like it'll go down, it'll go up, and it'll go down, and it'll go up, it'll go down, and it'll go up. So just enjoy the ride, you know? Enjoy the ride, enjoy being here. Fucking, yo, check out, I got a new mic. It's got my favorite color. Got a fucking new, now I don't have to like talk into the mic. I can fucking move the mic to my face. And I'm hoping that it'll help me look at the camera a little more. I mean, if you see me looking down, it's because my phone's right there. And let's see, I don't know if I'm going to make a paradox. But that's what I'm looking at if I'm looking down. Check this out, though. Check out me fucking shit, man. Fucking big Les. Oh, fucking legend. No, but the Big Les Show, go check it out. It's on YouTube. Shout out to the boy Jared Wright, the creator of it, or one of the creators. But he does a lot of the voices and everything. It's a good fucking show. It's like one of my favorites. So if you want to know more about me, go watch that whole fucking YouTube series. But, you know, I don't even know how to start this. Like, I don't even know how to go about saying this. So I'm just going to come out and say it. And we'll just deal with it together. But Hendrix cheered for white supremacy. And I know what you're saying. What? What are you talking about? He cheered for white supremacy. He's 2 years old, Devin. He can't comprehend superior genes. And that's what I thought. First time we were watching... Okay, so we were watching Black Klansman, and in Black Klansman, there's a lot of scenes where they're screaming white power, for the love of God, white power. You know how it fucking goes, but so this scene comes on, I'm fucking watching it, and Hendrix is walking back and forth, and and then whenever they start screaming white power, he turns to the TV and he starts cheering and like dancing and cheering and yelling. And then he looked at me like, yeah, you want in on this, bud? You want some of this? Some of this white freedom? And I was like, bro, we don't cheer for that. I looked at him like, that's not what we do. We don't cheer for white supremacy. And then he looked at me real confused like, they were cheering, so I cheered, and you're telling me not to cheer when people are cheering? And that's the thoughts I had, and I was like, oh, wait, no, fuck, no. Yes, you got it right, good job. That's what, they're cheering, good job, you're cheering. Go ahead and cheer whenever they're cheering. So I let that one slide. I was like, he's 2 years old, he can't comprehend racism. So I thought. But then... later in the movie, they show these clips from like 2017 whenever they had those dudes carrying torches that were marching. It showed them. And they weren't even cheering or anything. They just showed footage of them walking, and he started cheering and dancing and hooping and hollering. And I was like, I can't let this one slide, bro. Like, I got to put an end to this. I think that was my initial thing. Like, I got to put an end to this. And then I stepped back and I was like, who am I to tell him he can't be a white supremacist? If that's what he wants to do, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell him he can't? So I just didn't know how to parent that. I mean, he wasn't doing anything hateful or anything. He was just cheering for white supremacy. So now that that's out there, I hope y'all are like, whoa, bro, you're raising... He's just as much black as he is white. I think. I don't know. I mean, my race is more like I did the ancestry to, well, not ancestry. It's 23andMe. So if you haven't done that, go check it out. But it's pretty cool. I might even set up my referral thing for there. But I did mine, got my results, and it turns out I'm 60-40. I'm not 50-50. So I'm 60% white, 40% black. I kind of figured that because I'm mad light skin and my hair's not coarse at all, really. If you touch my hair, I know it's dreaded and everything, but my hair is really not all that coarse. Like up here and shit, got my little fuzzies. It gets really curly, like it looks like corkscrews or like pig's tails. Not pigtails, but imagine a pig and its little oinker tail, and it looks like that. But what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday. No, today's Friday. It's Friday, and Endgame is out. So I'm really hoping I don't run into any spoilers for that. I'm really going to be pretty sad if somebody ruins the movie before I can watch it. Like, because that's what people do. They just want to be that guy. If everybody says, hey, we're going to agree not to do this, there's always going to be that one guy that's like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm going to do it. And then they do it and then ruin it for a lot of people. But I would be more mad if I got there and the movie wasn't ruined, no spoilers or anything, and then I got there and somebody brought their kid, somebody's being loud. Like, if there's people in the movie actively ruining the movie, that's going to be way worse if somebody ruins it for me. So it's just because I go to so many movies. Here recently, I've gone to so many movies and people are ruining it. And it's usually kids. Very rarely is it just adults ruining movies. Like, I feel like that's calmed down a lot more because somebody will put you on blast and put you on the internet if you're acting a fool. But not if you're a child. If you're a child, you can do whatever you want at the movies. And nobody, including me, is going to do anything about it. I can't just go up and set somebody else's child straight. I feel like that's not my place. So I tolerate it. I put up with it. Just talk shit in my head. Imagine dark thoughts. And you're like, dark thoughts? When are you talking about dark thoughts? You never have dark thoughts? I have dark thoughts all the time. I never act on them, though, you know? I feel like the people who say they don't have dark thoughts are the ones that have the worst ones. And they're more. I feel like they're the more likely ones to snap and just go along with that personality, you know what I'm saying? Once they switch, I feel like it's an easy transition for them. You know, that's one thing I've been thinking about, like people who live their lives with a traditional belief system, you know? Because everybody follows their own form of religion. I feel like nobody follows a religion 100%. I don't know. I feel like it's impossible. So, but a lot of people, you know, they have traditional beliefs or whatever. But I feel like if they knew, like what I knew, my beliefs are like more of like optimistic nihilism. That's a good way. And that's usually like my go-to for it. I mean, you could say agnostic because technically I am agnostic if you ask me. Like, what's your religion? I'm agnostic because I can't prove or disprove anything. But if you ask me my personal, I guess, optimistic nihilism. So I don't think that life has a meaning until you give it one. That's why people have these empty voids in them growing up, because they're always chasing that thing that they think is going to fill that void within them. That this has to be leading up to something for a purpose, for a reward or something, you know what I'm saying? I feel like living like that, it just gives yourself expectations. Or just, because most people think like something good is going to happen at the end of their life. Or bad, you know? But that sets expectations on life, and it kind of feels like you're always leading to something, when I kind of think the whole purpose of life is just the moment that you're in right now, because there's no past. The past doesn't exist anymore. The future is irrelevant. It doesn't exist. The only thing that is and will ever be is right now. And if you can't appreciate everything that's in the right now, like, just pause. Imagine we could pause right here and everything around us paused. Imagine everything that's going on in this city, like just my city. Imagine all the different things that could be going on in my city, on Earth, in the galaxy, in the universe. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the moment's beautiful, but we all find it very difficult to exist in it, and I think that's just what we hold on to things because we know nothing's going to last forever. So we either live in the past or we're living in the future. We're waiting to get to a point where we think it's going to make us happier, or we're reminiscing on times where we were happier. When in reality, you could choose to be happy in any situation, I think. Any situation. Just like you could choose to be negative in any situation. No matter how good things are going for you, you could still find something negative to be about. If everything is going negative for you, you can always find something to be positive about. And if you're having trouble, just be thankful like you're in this country and not some of the ones around the world that fucking suck. Imagine our planet not being in the right place for life, or for the conditions for life to thrive. There's so much you could be thankful for, you know. And I feel like we lose sight of that a lot of the time, and we get lost in this this chase for happiness, when happiness isn't a destination. Happiness, I've always said happiness is just a decision. You can always decide to be happy. So I hope you take that with you. But back to what I was saying, like, I feel like there's a void in our lives that we're always chasing to achieve, to become a final product. Even though from the day you were born to the day you take your last breath, you're still going to be a work in progress. You'll never be done growing, done learning, done living. It won't be over until it's over, you know what I'm saying? And just giving yourself expectations, I feel like it just ruins the experience. Because almost any time that I find myself being disappointed or mad or unhappy, it's because I had expectations for how I wanted it to turn out, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So now I'm pissed about it because I couldn't control it. Which is really like a little kid way of thinking about the world around you. Just think about how small and insignificant you are compared to everything that's going on in this moment. And you're mad, or you're throwing a temper tantrum, or you're ruining your experience because it's out of your control sometimes. It's just it's that ego, you know. My ego's always taking the spotlight every now and again and creating expectations, thinking he can control reality. That's that guy, though, you know. That guy's okay every now and again, but that's why. If anybody asks me, like, what do you smoke marijuana for? That's the main reason I smoke marijuana. It keeps my ego in check. Because, not for nothing, but sober me is an asshole a lot of the time. And not saying that I can't be a nice person without marijuana. Like, I still can, but I've noticed I'm way more aware of what I say, what I do, and how I treat people whenever I'm under the influence of marijuana. People say, like, they get paranoid or whatever. And I feel like it's just my hyper awareness of everything that's happening in this moment and what this moment is, what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing. It makes me hyper aware of that fact, and it's hard for my ego to step in and claim he has control of anything. And it lets me chill out for a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I have like a little mini panic attack in my head, but I feel like it's given the circumstances of what's going on, what reality is, I feel like it's okay to have panic attacks every now and again. Like we're so hard on ourselves as humans, you know. We're just giving it our best, which is why I don't understand why so many people think like you have to be fucking straight edge to be living life right. I think taking drugs is a normal human thing. It's a normal human desire to alter your consciousness. And I think you should be able to. Like, you shouldn't put anybody's lives in danger. You shouldn't put your responsibilities to the side so you can. But if you can be a responsible adult, I think you should be able to do whatever you wish with your experience. But, I mean, at the same time, there's some people that fall through the cracks, just like they're going to fall through the cracks on everything. Some people just can't handle that that responsibility of having to moderate the things that they do with their lives. They're just really addictive people, and they can't rationalize like a normal person. And it could just be the way that their brain functions, you know. But I feel like THC and CBD went in like really, really good, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they make me feel like I'm doing better. And I'm a proud cannabis smoker, you know. I'm pretty proud of the fact, like, there's so many other things that I could be doing. There's so many other things that people do, and they're not, is marginalized the right word? I don't know. Sometimes, like, words come to my head, and I want to say them, but a lot of the times, like, if I'm on social media, I'll ask Siri first, like, yo, Siri, what's the definition of this word? But since this is a live video, I can't just be like, Siri, what's the definition of marginalized? I don't know. But basically, like, they're treated as equals. They're not looked down as inferior on how they can be a parent, take care of their responsibilities at work, and just be a functioning adult. Like, there's no stigma attached to it. Like, people who drink, apparently everybody around here does cocaine or meth, like, but those technically, if people find out you're doing those, they don't necessarily consider you like an adult, I guess. But, oh, not an adult, but like a person who's really got their shit together, you know. But drinking, smoking cigarettes, people who can't stop eating fast food, who can't stop eating sugar, they're seen as totally fine. If I see, you don't know how many, like, working the job I have, you don't know how many families that I see who are, not only are the parents obese, but their children are obese. And I don't understand how that's not looking. I don't understand how you could do that and keep your children. And somebody who smokes meth around their children, and then they find meth in their child's system, they'll take that child away, though. But they won't take that child away from somebody who's teaching them poor health habits that'll literally kill them. It's literally gonna kill them or bring them to an early grave. It cuts their life in half, basically. Like, how old was Christopher Big Black Boykins? He was only in his 40s. Ralphie May, only in his 40s. Like, it's just sad. And I see kids as young as, like, 3-4 years old who are obese already, and they basically didn't have a chance. Born into this addiction that their parents let them have. Like, I knew a girl who was pregnant, and she developed, like, gestational diabetes because she would just eat fast food every day, like 3-4 meals a day because she was eating for 2, you know. And she got gestational diabetes, and I was, like, looking up how that affects the baby, and the statistics of the baby being obese in adulthood and developing diabetes itself, it just increases dramatically. And I just don't understand how we as a society treat addiction. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, we have these taboo subjects that nobody's allowed to talk about on both sides. Like, you're not allowed to talk about some of the good or some of the bad that's actually good and some of the good that's actually bad, because you'll offend somebody or step on somebody's toes, you know? Like, how do you think it feels whenever people assume because I look the way that I look, I smoke marijuana or whatever, I've gotten trippy in my life, you know what I'm saying? They automatically chop me up as like, oh, you're not a parent. Like, you're not a good parent. You're doing stuff like that. You smoke weed and you're a parent? Like, you need to grow up. Come on. And I'm like, well, honestly, I think it makes me be a better parent. Like, it shows me, it teaches me to be more patient. Well, it helps me be more patient. It helps me be more interactive with him, with my sons. And then they're just like, no, you're just not supposed to do drugs when you have children. And I'm like, all right, I've watched you drink like 3 coffees this morning, or you're fucking having 4 donuts for breakfast, bro. What are you doing? You have kids. This is the example you set for them. Like, you could eat whatever you want. You could overstimulate yourself on stimulants like caffeine or nicotine. You drink every day when you get off of work. But I'm the bad guy. No, but the stigma is calming down, but I was just expanding on those ideas, you know what I'm saying? Because these are the ideas that I have, you know. Fucking, let's see. Oh, let me talk about the fucking podcast issues. So, this is my first episode in a while where it's just me. Like, it's been so difficult. So I bought like another computer. So here's my other computer. Let me see. There's my other computer. So I got another one because this is the one I record on, and I didn't want to like put too much on one computer. So I got another one so I could do the editing on. So the first software I got, it was like NCP or something like that. And it was free. Well, I ended up I paid like $5-10 for it for like the paid version. And then I canceled it or whatever. But it would let me, it was pretty easy software to use, no doubt. It was pretty easy. The only issue was like the preview for the video. When it would play back the video preview, it would buffer. So you would have to line it up with just the audios. And then like it was working. So the first couple video episodes I put out, that's what I was using. That's why some of them, like, you'll see later in the video, it'll be off sync a half a second or whatever. It's because I was just learning how to use it and everything. And then it started getting to where the audio was buffering and stuff. So once that started happening, I was like, well, I'm just going to get some new software. So I went ahead and broke down and got some and paid for some pretty good editing stuff. It's just hard to learn how to use this stuff. Like, it's taken some practice. It took me a while to learn how to use it. But, I mean, so I put that on that computer that I bought. And so it made editing the same, like the video was still buffering and so was the audio. But I made it happen, you know what I'm saying? And then I go to export and it took to export one video, it took 48 hours to export, and then to upload to YouTube it took 24 more hours. I was like, I'm not doing this, yeah. I'm not fucking doing this. At this point, I had 5 videos recorded, and I edited I lost 2 of them, by the way. I lost 2 of them, but I edited all 5 of them probably 3-4 times each before up until this point, you know. But moved everything to this computer, and now we're ASAP Rocky. We're all Gucci, It even plays the video and audio on the preview perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to learn how to do some tricks on this hoe, and we're Gucci. You can expect a podcast coming out every week now. You know what I'm saying? Expect new content, 2-3 videos a week almost. So what we got coming up? We're moving in pretty soon. Moving into the new apartment. We got that Snoop Dogg concert coming up. These are just vlog videos that I got coming out pretty soon. So the move out, the Snoop Dogg, probably just some random summer vlogs. Definitely more of the Chief Fitness. So I started a cut. I don't know if you can. Started a fucking cut just for my because I'm trying to look good whenever we go to that Snoop concert or whatever, get my summer body right. I'm trying to have the abs popping out really nice and everything. So if you want to join that cut with me, stay tuned. Got more videos. I already posted the first one, but more of the Chief Fitness coming out. I got music coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna probably not an EP or mixtape for a hot minute, you know what I'm saying? We'll see where we're at in the summer, but definitely got a video or a song coming for this podcast. I'm writing lyrics to this beat for the outro song or the intro song or something. So you'll get to hear me. And if you don't know, sorry, I'm watching the playoffs. But my rap name is Chief Sass. Chief SAS stands for Sip and Smoke. Chief Sip and Smoke, a.k.a. Iliamka. And if you don't know what Iliamka means, just Google it. You know, it's Swahili. But got music coming out. Might have some gameplay videos coming out here pretty soon. Definitely more podcasts with more guests. Got all kinds of guests coming out, like my friend Tabari, my friend Devontae, just all kinds of guests have been hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get them on here. What else? I don't know, man. Just got all kinds of ideas for fucking snack crate. We'll probably be in the new apartment for the next snack crate, but I hope y'all enjoyed that last video. It was pretty fun making it. But I hope y'all enjoyed fucking kicking it with me this evening. I hope the mic sounds nice. I fucking dig it. It makes it so much easier than having to whenever it was down here and having to talk like this. It's fucking nice. I love it. I'm gonna get a Leah one too. I was just waiting for her to pick out her mic. Get her one of these. Probably get one for all the guests whenever they come. But yeah, fucking one other thing I wanted to talk about. Main reason I started doing these, just this road to YouTube /podcasting and everything, is because I just wanted to do something that like I was good at. I felt like I was good at just talking, doing stuff I already enjoy. And I kind of felt like my personality was kind of relatable, you know? So it felt like it was like a calling, the only calling that I might enjoy doing every day. Not mind putting the extra work in, making a good product. And then eventually making money and supporting my family with it, you know what I'm saying? Like a passion. So if you've been rocking with me up until this point, you don't understand like how much I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate all of you who check out everything that I put out, everything me and Aaliyah put out. It doesn't go unnoticed. And everybody who's listening for the first time, I hope you continue the journey with us. Fucking please help share this around. It's the only way to get a base, is to think of it like this podcast is a dandelion. And a dandelion could spread its seeds right here, you know what I'm saying? And a bunch of dandelions will pop up right here. But imagine if the seeds get blown everywhere. And then now there's dandelions over an acre, or fucking square mile, or fucking everywhere around the planet. That's basically... So whenever I ask, like, share, subscribe, I really hope that if you enjoy the content, you help me distribute it, get it out there, you know what I'm saying? It only takes like 2 seconds of your day. So I really do appreciate y'all listening. Y'all have a great night. It was nice talking with y'all. Be safe out there. Stay high. Stay elevated. And I'll see y'all next video. Fucking...